Hey everyone, this is Jeff the Computer Geek, and right now you are looking at an Asus EEE 900 netbook. This netbook was sold around in 2008. I got it for Christmas in 2008, and the specs are a 4 gig SSD hard drive, 60 megabyte Intel GMA graphics, Intel Celeron Mobile at 900 megahertz and 512 megabytes of DDR RAM. I've had this netbook for over a year and it has suited me well. I really enjoy installing Linux distros on it and testing some and just changing them. Let's just look at the product. It's pretty small. It's a small netbook, as you can see. We'll put my hand on it. Pretty small. Alright, now let's look at the sides, what it includes. Okay, it has headphone jack, mic jack, a USB port right there, and a LAN port right there for your Ethernet. Then in the back you just have your battery right there. You can take out the battery, by the way. It just sits there, like in case you want to replace it in the future to get better battery life. The battery life in this netbook is 3 hours. It may vary on what OS you use. And here's something really cool. It's a VGA. It's a VGA port, so you can plug in a monitor to it, like an LCD monitor. You could change this into a desktop if you upgrade some of its stuff. And here's more two USB ports right there. So together you have 3 USB ports and an SD card slot. That is really cool. I'm glad they added an SD card slot. I think they added that feature so you can have more space and just have the OS on the 4 gig hard drive. Let's open it up. Yeah, it's pretty small. Right there it says Intel inside. And that says Asus, and that says call us for tech support 24/7 1-888-678-3688. Here's the touchpad. The touchpad, I'm not a fan of touchpads. They can be a pain a lot. And I find that sometimes the right click button doesn't work sometimes. Like the left click and right click, it's all attached. It's the same piece, which is interesting. The keyboard. Now let's try the keyboard. A lot of people with netbooks, the thing they don't like is that the keyboards are too small. Well, this keyboard is fine for me, but it might be small for you. I'm sorry for shakiness. I don't have a tripod and I'm just holding this camera. The Windows key, like to open up Start menu, but since this came with a Linux distro installed, it has just a home button on it. And here's the keyboard. It's pretty small, as you can see. Let's see how the keys are pretty small, but I can type fine without looking at the keyboard with it, so I don't really have anything to complain about the keyboard. And the SSD, the speed of it is okay. It just depends on what file system you have on it. Like ext4 with Linux is okay. I find that NTFS is pretty slow on it, and FAT32 was fast on it, I have to say. XP with NTFS was terribly slow. But I have fit Linux on this 4 gig SSD by slimming it down a lot, and it actually fit, and it actually ran And I installed all the necessary drivers, and it works, but it was kind of slow. Alright, yeah, I believe my parents bought this for $300. This is probably very much cheaper now, since it's 2 years later. Oh, it has a mic right there, but I can't really seem to get that working in Linux. This came with a modified Xandros Linux distro on it. It had a Netbook interface, which really sucked. And the OS was terrible. The updates for it, when you would update it, it would say you didn't have enough space. So yeah, Asus really, they should have just put Ubuntu on it or something smaller. Out of 10 stars, I would give this 8 stars for a netbook, since I enjoy this. And right now, I have Tiny Linux OS Alpha 2 running on it right now. It runs pretty nice. It doesn't overheat much, which is fine, and it's not loud. The netbook is not loud. The sound is okay. Sound is right there. There's Asus logo. And yeah, you can, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Jeff the Computer Geek. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/computerglobe. You can visit my tech forums at computerglobeforums.tk. You can email me anytime at computergeek50000@gmail.com. And you can visit my distro website at tinylinuxos.co.cc. And this was a product review on the Asus EEE 900 PC. And I'll see you guys later.